So to start out, I want you to look at this picture. I've taken a logo and pixelated it, and I want you to tell me what this logo is. That's right, it's Coca-Cola. Now here's another one. Pretty easy, right? That's Pepsi, right? You can tell with the red and the blue and the white, it's Pepsi. What logo is this? A little harder, right? You can't really tell. This is your logo. It's one of the 8 different logos that you have floating around on your company's website. I had to dig a little deeper to get to it. Wasn't the one on the main page, but this is actually one of the logos you're presenting. Now I want to talk to you today about branding your company and why it's important and how to go about doing it. Now branding is the identity of the company. It's what you think of the company. It's what you feel about it and how you act in the company. It's also people's perception of the company. If they view you positively and they like the work you're doing, they're going to view your branding positively. They're going to think of you well. Same's true with the negative. And branding needs to be part of everything you do. You need to have a unified brand. Now, how to brand? It's a 3-step process. The first step is identify what you want it to do. First off, you need to identify and figure out what type of company are you. Do you want to be a Fortune 500 company? Do you want to be a mom and pop shop? Do you want to seem like a local community store or a big business? You need to determine what values you want people to see. Do they want you to see hardworking, trustworthy, down to earth? Do you want them to see you as a big business that works fast and works hard? What do you want to come across as goes along with that. You need to determine what, in your day-to-day actions with people, what they want you to see. You need to figure out who you're targeting. Are you going to be targeting 60-year-old grandmas that are looking to help their craft shop? Or are you going to be targeting 30-year-old males that are busy, they have children, they have families, they have a business, and they don't really have a lot of time to spend talking to people. They got to get things done. And all of that needs to be determined before you even start making things. The second step is designing your brand. One of the things, of course, is making your logo. My biggest suggestion to you is that you make one logo, and that's it. You can have different colors for different paper and different environments, but have just one logo. Don't have 8 different ones floating around. The second thing is fonts, colors, and your company's voice. The third step is you need to stick to your brand. You need to spend time with your brand and make sure you like it before you even start putting it out. Making your brand isn't going to be an overnight or even a weekly thing. This is going to take months and months of work to even develop it to the point that you like it. You need to make sure you like it because you don't want to change it. Changing your brand leads to confusion. People don't understand what's going on if you change the colors. Imagine if Coca-Cola today came out with a completely different logo, different colors. People would be confused of what they're drinking now. It'd lead to distrust. They think they changed the formula, even if they didn't. And if you have to change it, only do it if your brand isn't working. If it's not working for you, then go ahead and change it. But you need to go back to step 1 and 2 and figure out what went wrong. Now, branding is a long-term commitment. This needs to be something that's not month to month, year to year. It needs to be decade to decade. A great example of that is Google. When Google first started, back in 1998, this was their font and their colors. Now, even if they had that today, you would still recognize this. Or they went back to it. Now, from 98 to 99, they changed a little bit. They changed their G, they changed their font a little bit, they put an exclamation point. But even then, it was pretty similar. Then in 99, this is what they changed their logo to. Now, since then, they've only made one change to their logo. And all they did was move this O over like barely 0.5 millimeter. That's the only change they've made since then. Today, if you were to look at Google even if they took out the colors and you couldn't even see the finer parts of the font, you just had that general shape, you would know exactly what it was. And we're going to talk about fonts. With your font, you want to stick to 1 or 2 fonts for everything you do. You don't want to be changing fonts around. You don't want to be having 5 different fonts that people use. Everybody has their own personal preference, but a company needs to have 1 or 2 fonts. Fonts tell a lot about a company, even if the customer doesn't realize it. They look at the font, it conveys the voice with it. You need to pick one for day-to-day use with emails, letters, business cards, and then you need to have one for headlines and advertisements. Those are the 2 that you should pick. You should never stray from them. Straying from them leads to confusion. Now, I want you to look at these 2 different fonts here. Now, this top one, you look at it, what type of message comes across? That's a fun company. It's maybe like a baby shop or a children's shop. It's a lemonade stand. It's something a little childish, a little not high business. Now this bottom one screams high business. It's sleek, it's trim, it's kind of fancy a little bit, but it's not to the point that it's distracting. With this one, you kind of think, oh, it's a toy shop that opens around 9. But with this one conveys we open at 9. That is our business. Now we're going to talk about the voice. No, not the show, the voice of your company. Voice is how you interact and communicate with customers. And even, it should go past that. It should go with co-workers and employees. And the voice is how people talk and how they write. Now do you want to, some decisions you have to make with your voice is, do you want to seem highly professional or extremely friendly? Do you want to seem like someone someone could walk in and be like, hey man, what's up? What's up? Can you help me with this? But if you want to seem highly professional, people are going to walk in and be like, hello sir, can I talk to someone about this? Can I ask for help? Now, you need to help, having a certain voice helps customer understand what type of service they're going to receive. If you come off extremely friendly and down to earth, they're going to expect that, yes, they'll get good service still, but they're going to spend quite a time chatting and shooting the breeze with you. But if you seem highly professional and to the point, they're going to understand, I should expect to be in here maybe 20 minutes max. I'm going to be in and out. They got things to do. Branding needs to be part of everything. You need to always refer back to your brand. From emails to fundraisers to local community events, from whatever you do, everything, social media, you need to keep it in your brand. Now, if, let's say, for example, you want your company to come off as green, as a green company, then when Earth Day rolls around, you need to make sure you do something and promote it on social media. Let people know, hey, we're a green company. We like to ride our bikes and carpool, and we have plants in our office because we believe in putting back into the oxygen levels. But if you want to seem a big business, then you need to be attending big business events. You don't need to worry about doing things for Earth Day and being green because you're a big business. You care about money and being effective. Now let's talk about McDonald's. Delicious, right? With McDonald's, they have a stellar brand. They are worldwide. And that no matter where you go, you can see those golden arches. They've kept it very long term. They haven't changed anything really, other than occasional menu changes. They're a worldwide company. They might sell different things worldwide, like in China, they sell rice with their hamburgers. But everybody knows the jingle. They know the ba-da-ba-ba-ba. They know the logo. They know Happy Meals. They know the Big Mac. That's worldwide branding right there. You can walk to any McDonald's around the world and you can get those things. Now, why? Why should we brand? Branding, it takes time and work. It's not an easy thing. And it's scary because what if your brand doesn't work? But it may not lead to an immediate sales improvement, but it's worth it. Branding can lead to increased sales, increased customer satisfaction, and it leads to referrals, return customers, and good ratings online, which we all know in this day and age, if you're getting good ratings on online sources, then you know what's going on. Then that people like what's going on, that you're going to get, people are going to want to come back. Now, thank you for your time. I hope that I've helped you understand why branding is so important, and I hope you have a great day.